Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Ruckus. We are backstage at 2000 Trees Festival 2024. Movements on the lineup. Pat joins me now. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Let's start with the obvious. Welcome back to the UK. Let's go with that. Always nice to see you over here in front of some UK crowds. And of course, 2000 Trees, such a well-curated festival. Feels like a really good setup for your fans in particular, I think, as well. Really seems like a good mood for Movements here.
Absolutely. I mean, we've heard nothing but good things about this festival. And it's obviously, it's our first time playing, so we weren't really sure what to expect. And I mean, I guess we're still not totally sure what to expect because we haven't played yet. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to be really good. We've got a ton of friends and peers playing today, and I think that's only going to help our crowd because if they're there for them, I would hope that they're also here for us.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
No, I think it's going to be a very good fit, a very, very good fit. And we should catch up. I think the last time we spoke, Ruckus was about to drop, and now here we are. What a success that's been. Congratulations. Like, the fans loved it.
Thank you.
Felt like, I told you this at the time, it felt like a massive, massive step up for you guys in a really positive direction. It was great to see you guys take those steps. Now that it's a little bit in the rear view, how are you feeling about it? How are you reflecting on that release and that moment?
Dude, I'm still so hype about it all. I'm still buzzing on the reaction that we've seen from this record. We all had a good feeling about it. Obviously, we were all really excited about the new songs, but I think there's always a little bit of anxiety that comes with releasing new music, especially when that new music is a little bit different than things that we've done in the past. The perception of what our new music was going to be was definitely a little nerve-wracking, and being vulnerable and putting that all out into the world and just seeing what happens it's a scary step to take. But dude, the reaction has been better than we could have ever imagined. People are really, for the most part, really reacting positively to the new stuff, and that's been very evident in the live setting as well. I mean, I don't think we've ever had more fun playing new songs, because in the past, when you play a new song at a show, usually they're not going to go off because people don't, maybe won't know them as well, or maybe they don't like the new stuff as much as the old stuff. And that hasn't been our experience with Ruckus. Every single song that we play off of Ruckus gets a fucking awesome reaction, and at almost every show, and it's been really, really cool to see.
Any particular moments from the record that are actually popping off really hard live? Like, what are the moments that are really getting going?
Like the chorus of "I Hope You Choke." I mean, we wrote it specifically with a crowd in mind. Having a big chanty part. And yeah, so far, man, it's been exactly what we were hoping for. A lot of crowd interaction, a lot of fun. It's been great.
Yeah, well, we should mention as well, most recent single, "Afraid to Die," as well. Like, tell me a little bit about where that kind of came from and just the writing process there.
Yeah, "Afraid to Die" is sort of like an extension of like the Ruckus kind of world that we've been living in, and it was something that we wanted to just like put out as its own standalone single, but also as something that can contribute to the, I guess, like sonic world of what we've been doing. Just another fun, upbeat, energetic song to throw into our set list to keep that energy going, because that's really like a huge staple in our live performance now, is that energy, that crowd reaction, that interaction with everybody, and the feeling that we get from those songs. So to have another fast song to throw into the mix, and also just to give something fresh for everybody to listen to now that we're coming up on a year of Ruckus. It's just it was just one of those things where we were like, let's give them something else. Why not?
I love that. Yeah, it feels very much part of the same era. And I guess are there other songs in the locker from that kind of time period that you're kind of playing with, or is it just this for now?
There are. Whether or not those songs will ever see the light of day is another thing. I think ultimately the songs that didn't make the record because we just felt like they already accomplished something that was on the record. You know what I mean? And we wanted to have a really diverse sound. That doesn't mean that we might, that we wouldn't explore them again in the future, but it's hard to say at this point,
Sure. See what the future brings, for sure. Want to mention as well, a little collab you did recently, because you hopped up on with the Dangerous Summer as well recently, right?
I did,
That's really cool. I mean, I love those guys anyway, but I just think that's a really, really nice mix. Tell me a little bit about getting to hop on that track and get to work with those guys.
Dude, yeah, getting to work with them was really, really cool. I was obviously stoked when they asked me. I think that band's really cool. I think they are phenomenal, and that track that I was on, Coming Home, is just such a, I don't know, it felt so nostalgic to me. It was just like one of those, it kind of feels like an early 2000s like rock banger, you know what I mean? And when they asked me to be a part of it, I was just like, yeah, cool, like I'm super down. I asked him, I asked AJ, like, oh, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me just to sing the verse as it was written, whatever? And he was like, nah, man, like, I want you to do your thing with it. And I was like, all right, cool. But I loved that verse so much. The verse that he had written was already so good that I was like, okay, I want to keep the heart and soul of this verse, but maybe I'll just like rewrite the lyrics a bit to be, you know, something that is more along the lines of like what I would write or like my interpretation of the song. So yeah, I did just that. I rewrote that verse with the same melodies but different lyrics, and then I wrote like a bridge part for them that ended up making it into the song. I wasn't sure if it was going to or not. I said, hey, you know, here's this extra part too. Use it or don't, like whatever you guys feel. And they liked it and they wanted to use it. And yeah, man, I really, really enjoyed working with them. Yeah. It was really cool. And I would be excited to do more like guest vocal stuff in the future too. It's not something I do very regularly. So
I mean, the best collabs come out like that, don't they? When it's like, you know what, it's not just here's a verse, I want you to sing it exactly like this, but let you do your own thing. And actually that's it, kind of blends together. Speaking of collabs, something we've asked everyone here this week, and it's the standard festival question. I've definitely asked it before, but we'll do it again. 2000 Trees, massive lineup here. Anyone here this weekend you've not toured with before, you've not worked with before, where you think that would be a fun collab, that would be a fun tour?
Oh man, I mean, I'm a huge Manchester Orchestra fan.
Amazing.
Huge Manchester Orchestra fan. So yeah, to be able to do anything with them in the future would be incredible, whether it be a tour or collaboration of some sort, whatever it might be. But yeah, I mean, even at the very least, I'm excited to watch them tonight because I've never seen them before. So,
wow, okay, first time seeing them.
Yeah,
that's
first
cool.
time.
That's a nice little Trees moment for you. That's going to be great. Pat, I'm going to let you go and enjoy yourself, but it's always a pleasure. Looking forward to more new music when it comes, and yeah, just good to see you, all right?
Nice, yeah, great to see you,
man. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Pat, everybody.